Good afternoon. This is News Updates. I am Felicia Michael Dunker. The details. The senator representing Yobe East has stepped down from the 2027 race, throwing his weight behind Governor Mala Bumi as his preferred successor in the National Assembly. The Senator Mustapha Musa Kulas announced his withdrawal in a statement declaring his full alignment with the decision of party leaders and the political arrangement for the 2027 general elections. I hereby formally withdraw from the contest for the ticket, he said, emphasizing that he will not seek any other elective office. He also directed his supporters to stop circulating campaign materials promoting him for any elective office. Senator Mustapha further congratulated former Secretary to the state government, Baba Malam Wali, who has emerged as the preferred governorship candidate for the party leadership. He wished Wali and all APC candidates success in the upcoming elections. The senator, who was eyeing the governorship ticket, expressed profound gratitude to Buni and Senator Ibrahim Gaidam, Minister of Police Affairs, for their mentorship and sustained support, which he said shaped his political journey from his early roles as Executive Secretary of the Yobe State Scholarship Board to Commissioner and eventually Senator. In a similar move, the Deputy Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, Abdullahi Askira, has officially withdrawn from the senatorial contest for the 9 local government areas of southern Borno during a briefing at the NUJ Press Center in Maiduguri on Thursday. Askira, accompanied by members of the House of Assembly, stakeholders and party supporters, said his decision followed wide consultations and deep reflection, including discussion with Governor Babagana Umaru Zulum. Askira declared his support for the incumbent Senator Mohammed Ali Indume during his followers across the southern Borno zone to accept the decision in a good faith. He emphasized the importance of unity within the party, encouraging supporters to close ranks and actively back Indume in the upcoming elections. Appealing for collective effort, Askira called on his supporters to work together to ensure the success of the All Progressive Congress in all elections scheduled for 2027. His withdrawal is seen as a strategic move to consolidate party strength and enhance the party's prospects in the zone. The federal government has unveiled a new push for what he described as smart, durable, and economical, impactful infrastructure with the approval of 150 billion naira extension of the Bodo Boni Road project in Rivers State under a public-private partnership arrangement. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, disclosed this during a meeting with the management of Nigerian LNG Limited, saying the project reflects a shift from conventional roads construction to long-lasting technology-driven infrastructure. According to a statement issued by the ministry's Director of Information and Public Relations, Mohammed Ahmed, on Thursday, the project has received presidential approval and will soon be presented to the Federal Executive Council for ratification. Umahi said the extension of the Bodo Boni Road will be executed using reinforced concrete technology designed to last between 50 and 100 years, significantly reducing maintenance costs. The statement read, the federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to delivering durable, innovative, and economically impactful infrastructure across Nigeria, following key approvals and policy directions aimed at accelerating national development. The President has approved the commencement of an extension of the recently completed Boni Road and Bridges project in Rivers State to be executed under a public-private partnership arrangement with an estimated cost of about 150 billion naira. The project is expected to incorporate modern engineering solutions, including the use of concrete technology, to ensure long-term durability and minimal maintenance over a lifespan of 50 to 100 years. And that wraps up this news update. I'm Felicia Michael Dunker saying goodbye.
Good afternoon this afternoon once again. Today is Thursday afternoon and you can see the sun. She's very plenty. Once again, you are welcome to reach time on Politics and Business Television, live here in the city of Abuja. My name is Madam CK, aka I'm not aware, is portable, importable, desirable, and wantable, and whatever, even vegetable, whatever you want to call me, I'm okay. I've come here this morning with very old sincerity and from the heart of our complication and which English am I going to use today? Well, if you look at me today, you know that Nigeria ain't shady. Something she has tired me. So, but before they let me to salute to all my people that are listening to me, I want to give you a shekere to all my listeners for following me alive on my social media handles on Politics and Business.TV and the Nike sat on 008. Thank you very much for following me. God bless me, and may you continue. May your groundnut oil never finish in your elbow. May your third leg never disappoint you in the other room. I know my mechanic, she's going to laugh. That is the one she like to hear. May you perform excellently when it's time to do your civic responsibility in the other room. Sure. Greetings to my brothers from the Northern Hemisphere. Inakwana inageja ya yara ya aiki ya komi do komi ya miyankuka ya 20 kapa ya yaro ya kemi do komi yaya plus yaya is ya yali. To my Igbo brothers, for let's this one. Igbo kwenu, hey. Igbo mamanu, hey. Kwenu, hey. What I want to tell you is that Amwakana Pomalam CK aka Buromuro 1 of Ocheros of B&B Politics and Business Television. Here in Akwayana to read time and make sure Muranya Bonkwem Kagente Haine Wukachine Mezioku. All right, to my Yoruba people, you know, when you want to greet your mama, you must do your mouth like this. Be careful before flash enter inside. Yoruba man kuwa kushe wa. Ìyàwó ńkọ́ wa. Gbẹ̀gìrì ńkọ́ wa. Pọ̀mọ́ ńkọ́ wa. Ìṣẹ̀kìrì ńkọ́ wa. Ìyàwó ńkọ́ wa. Owa plus owa is owa be. Yoruba man So, my brother, that is why they are where we were. So, to baggy people, let me throw my last salute to my baggy brothers. My baggy brothers, Ajibe, Alaji, Galadimawa, Kwankwaso, Pitobi, David Mark, Tinibu, Yarinya, Galadima, Kabusa, Pitobi, Joshi, Saida to Dokansu Kai. So that is what I want to stop because Goriman, they don't have full stop and their greetings. So, On Tori today, live on Politics and Television. Once again, before I continue, my name is Malam CK, in case you are not aware, and check it to all my listeners. The first story I want to tell you, you see, all of you that you are trying to think that you are going to get a permanent light, you are joking. Go back, by all means necessary, they will give you a light. To necessary go, now you have even candle, you don't have. To, like me now, my generator, I'll fuck it. I don't have fuel to put on my generator because fuel is not your mate. And then what she has gone to say, to the way this fuel matter is going, where we might likely have increase for. Well, if increase this one, I will trek to my house. Then we used to say our former national anthem. He say, arise, O compassion, Nigeria's wall obey to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. Okay, one nation, one I'll say, okay, Namatafa shall never be in vain. To serve is not by force. Okay, is the nation is not by one nation, in freedom, peace and unity. To freedom, Kuwa, we know see. Wallahi, if one increase more than this one, Allah I'm going to trek. Because right now the situation is very complicated. She has entered secure one, and I don't know what to do. Because now, no fuel, no rice, the worst part is no light. Last night I did not sleep with light. For what? I don't know what is the cause. Some people say it's national greediness. Oh, sorry. Oh, did I call it greediness? National greed. So whatever. But I want to ask, now the Minister of Power, she has retired. She has gone to do what, Kuma? She has gone to contest for government. Now we don't have light. Who is going to give us light? The other is about Uta. Because Allah did not sleep with light, and it's not funny. But the one that is telling me, all of us were looking for light. Let me advise you. You better go and put solar. Don't say I say it too. Well, I'm telling you secrets now. Presidential villa, she has put solar light. Guy, what does not happen in Nigeria, it does not exist. Allah. Come and see one video. The Allah mechanic play that video. You will see presidential villa where the president is staying. There is solar light. So if president should put solar, who are you? Who are me, Kuma? Eh? So me, I'll go and look for money. Even though it's to borrow the money to put solar, I will try my best. Mechanic to Allah play that video. So Nigeria will see what is happening in Nigeria. So can I get it? This is solar, huh? You can see who the car park is like solar. Everywhere is solarized. So I want to advise you, if you have money, don't bother yourself. Go and buy solar. But the problem is, guy, if you buy solar, who is going to? If you buy solar, Kuma, what is going to happen to your meter? Yeah, you sell meter, go. Oh, you sell your meter. So yeah, solar. I'm trying to look for money to buy solar. But now I hope this solar they are not going to spoil it, because I don't understand. We buy generator. That time we buy generator, we will just see the thank God to have generator. Now generator fuel, oh, it's a no-go area. We carry one small gallon. You go and buy fuel. Well, the gallon will not go anywhere. You be like you buy one cup of put up your generator. Well, even the generator should ring. The sound Kuma is going to change. Allah, everywhere she's wahala. I don't understand what is going on, but God she's going to help us to make sure that we come out for this problem, because this problem is very big one. I don't know what to do. Even a whole me, one and CK, and the worst part is that I stay in 2 bedrooms with 31 children and 7 wives. If you see the way we are sleeping like Kamar haka, like dusa, we climb each other. Like the last time my wife, 7 wives, 1 bed. That is why I'm not fat. 4 sleep here, 3 she sleep here. Where are you going to get fat from? Because everywhere there is no space. On top of that, there's no light. If you see the mosquito, the last mosquito I kill him, pa! Walai, the blood she still rushing in my room. She suck. When you see mosquito, she drink blood, you can't do. That is the kind of mosquito in my house. So federal government, to Allah, I'm begging you, let them help us with the light. If they cannot give us light, they should share solar for us. Go 1 liter of solar is okay. Everybody can manage it so that we can have light. Because this light issue is a very serious something. Now I want to go and break because I'm just warming up. When I come back, I'm going to give you the remaining story. Allah, that one is very shocking. Don't touch that guy. I'm coming back. Let me go and drink some more water. I now go tell Malan Sikwe, she says so. All of you. Before I know Ola, welcome back for my break to Allah because this break is sharp. So, I want to tell you something that you are not aware, and this one before I play another video, let me tell you one story. Story. What's a furniture is 10. So, court she want to kill ADC ba? Allah. Court zaka kashe mo ADC. Just yesterday, the Federal High Court, she has come to tell that ADC, you don't have a leader. You are leaderless. Allah. So, we don't know what to do because now, from one wahala to another wahala, from one problem to another. Now ADC, her name is ADC, aka Wahala Pro Max. Because the court, she has come to say, so you don't have a leader. Now, some people ask the question, what is ADC going to do? Because today, cover another court judgment. Supreme Court, she's going to decide on ADC on another judgment. We don't know the kind of judgment, whether the judgment she's going to be on the favor of APC, but well, I don't think, because this ADC, well, they are ready to scatter them. So, but let's look what is going to happen. Another story again I want to tell you, well, this time around, mechanic, you are going to support my video. Well, drug, she wants to kill our youth. But I want to thank NDLA, well, what job well done, because they catch people where they sell all the drug. All this people, they sell all this wire. All this kwaya, sell kwaya, you sell Colorado, you sell codeine go, or the one you put out for mineral go, you shake, you drink. You are very experienced the way you are saying it. I can hear you. All of you that is drinking kwaya, kana shaman kwaya sha wiwi. You know the difference between kwaya and wiwi is, you know, the reaction. If somebody take some people when they take kwaya, they will stay quiet. Like a choir, you know, choir is a brother of quiet. They will stay like this. Tell why some people they take Colorado, quiet, they will be doing Arab style. You see somebody, all of the people that is taken from here to Budu is not energy bar, it is a choir. That is the side effect of choir. When he hit you for left, he hit you for right. So your brain should do party scatter. You want to scatter to but I want to when you don't take drugs, because these drugs, Allah, she has destroyed plenty youth. And that is why His Excellency, retired Brigadier General Abu Marwa, his MNI, SSS, DSS, she has done very well by catching all these barrows that used to sell these drugs. And now, this drug issue now is going to be a thing of the past. But I want to show you some video so you will see where these drugs, she has scattered some people. Even some people, they don't even know what they are doing. I asked one boy that take drugs. I said 2 + 2. The boy said 16. Allah Sariki. One boy, have you gone to where they are drinking smoke or something? I went somewhere in area 1 where all these boys were smoking this. You go, one of them, she dragged it in. The next thing she talks, say, Wallahi, Messi is from Katsina State. You see, that is the effect of fire. The other one, come on. He said, Wallahi, Keriani. Ronaldo Kuma is from Kano State. That is what Kwaya can do. So please, I want to advise you, don't smoke kwaya, don't drink Igbo, stay safe and put your life together. Cameraman, don't play me that video. It is simple. Spiritual exercise. This is what drugs can do. It will make you look as if you are in heaven. Well, you are close to your grave. The worst part is that the way women, she has taken drugs now. I don't know, women and men which more than this is another one.
Girls fighting over Gemini spices. Every corner.
Oh, this is another one.
How come the poor people are the nicest? Africa blessed, lot of beautiful
history.
But people make me feel like everything's a mystery. They make we live life in a jittery.
This one is called
Godfather to give us victory. Take a look around the city now.
The guy is sleeping near boat.
21 look like 50 now.
You dey see am?
They try to make things shitty now. Back then she was a cutie now.
Allah Sarki.
You no longer do your duty now. You follow girls with big booty now. All you do is booting and looting now.
This another wahala. Wallahi, this is not a good something, pa. So I want to go on break because this is a very sad note. But please, I want to advise your parents to try and look after your children. Don't allow them to work out. Find out who is their friend. Because all this something is start from friendship. From friendship, it turns to another thing. Please, I want to beg you. Stay away from drugs. Stay away from drugs. Malam Sikesh is warning you. Let me go and break to Allah. Shekere to NDLA for a very fine shop. I'm coming back. When I come back, I'll continue with my last story. Don't touch that dial. And they come and they will take. Welcome back again, once again, this time around for the last grand finale of my story. This is story time on Politics and Business Television, and my name is Malam CK, aka I'm not aware. Are you aware? If you are aware, that is why you are aware. You are aware. We aware. The next story, everywhere near they are pursuing Nigeria. Ghana, 1983, we do pursue Ghana come out for Nigeria. So today we have a bag, Politics Ghana must go. Do you have the picture of Ghana must go? Yeah? Play the picture if you have it. This bag was what they told to do Nigeria, Ghana people. Ghana must go. Now, Ghana people should have come. They say they don't want Nigeria again in Nigeria. Oh. Ghana, is it Ghana that Nigeria she's giving rights? Now they say they don't want Nigeria. They are even threatening us that if whoever you are, if you buy land, that nobody should be selling land to Nigeria, nobody should give to rent Gida, nobody should rent shop for Nigeria. That if they do it, they are going to fight the person. That Nigeria should go back to Nigeria and repair their country. Our leaders, what is the problem? Let us repair Nigeria so that our people can come back. Allah the Nabi. To Allah play the video, you will see, oh, you see the Ghana must go. Now Nigeria must go. Ghana is not doing the reverse.
And they are on social media bragging. They should use that strength. They should use that strength to go against their leaders, so that their leaders will fix the country for them to stay. We are tired of them. We can't stay here with Nigerians. From today on, everybody, every landlord, we are warning you people. We should stop renting rooms for Nigerians. We should stop renting shops for Nigerians. Those who are selling lands for foreigners, they should stop. Foreigners who are buying land in Ghana, a time will come, we are going to take all those things back from you people. The country belongs to Ghanaians. We can't share our country with anybody. Ghana is for Ghanaians alone. So my advice to the ladies who are giving themselves to Nigerian guys, they are using you people to destroy Ghana. Nigerians are not good people. They don't love you people. They are using you people, the women, to destroy Ghana. So our sisters, wise up.
It is here, You look at the way I'm looking at it, Koro Koro. This is a shameful something with life. Kai, where did we find ourselves like this? Ghana like that is like is not as big as Lokogoma. They are telling us to pack our kaya komot. Ordinary Ghana, Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Are we giant? What are we? Yaro go? We are the Yaro of Nigeria now, allegedly. Look at Ghana, a small Ghana, like a country like Ghana. They are telling us to pack our kaya and go. Now, it's not about the Egyptian you see today, you don't see tomorrow. Now, in Nigeria, you see today, we don't want to see tomorrow. You can see where we have found ourselves. And then look at Ghana must go. What is going to be the call of Nigeria must go now? To find it. But this is very pathetic. How can we, a whole giant of Africa, people they are pursuing us for South Africa, they are pursuing us for Ghana, they are pursuing us. What is our crime? And I want to advise Nigerians in diaspora to Allah that I know behave yourself. Try and do something very good. What something is this? Wallahi, me, I'm not going to anywhere. I'm in Nigeria. If I want to go, I will go to either Canada or Iran. You know, I want to go to Iran. I want to see the way bomb she is doing. Shoo. Wallahi, when I watch it on telephone, it's like knockout. I want to see it. May God bless you if you come back alive. Now the last story. One man seen what for this one? I'm not aware of that back. Mechanic, you are on your own. Now, the last story is one senior doctor for Obodo for outside the country. She went to enter one small girl in London. She want to enter his London. Now they can't catch him for London. So attempt to enter London, you have entered the real London. Now, play the video. You want to see all these people that want to do child abuse. Allah and Kamash. Play it. Let me see.
She can't be online with 13 years. Not allowed.
Why can't you?
No, it's not allowed.
So why is it not allowed?
When would you like to have your first kiss with me? Yeah? Last night I dreamt that I kissed you and you were so shy. And you
It is big head. Katon Kai. She want to sleep with a small girl.
You knew exactly what you was doing. You knew. Excuse me, I'm talking to you. You knew exactly how old this child was.
No,
yes. Excuse me. Yes, you did because leave your phone alone. I know what you said. You knew how old she was. You referenced her school several times about her day at school, etc. You knew what 19-year-old goes to school that you reference in there constantly. None. You knew she's 13. She says she was 13. She says she's 13 several times here. No, you didn't.
We were very civil.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Let me read this out. My dear, everything we do, we keep to ourselves. Remember, it's our promise. Don't worry, everything about you and I will always remain a secret between us forever. This is our promise, remember. Why are you asking me to do that?
Yeah, because I told her to always come.
So she's coming with the family, but keep it a secret.
Please stop lying.
No, it's
you stop lying.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. This is very shameful. Kai, Haba, you can't say everything like this. Old man, she want to sleep with a small girl, and the worst part, this man, she's a doctor for Habamana. With all these big nyarinya everywhere, you don't see them to go and carry. You can even call, pay as you go along. Or you enter, is it over, go along. Along, go. There are so many of them. You don't know what to do. You want to, Wallah, what this is the world. She's becoming very scatter. Wallah, I'm very angry, but I'm not going to disappear with anger like yesterday. But anyway, if in case you want to follow me to know more story on Storytime on Politics and Business Television, you can go on the my social media handle. That is 008 on Microsat and then Politics and Business Television. That is where you are going to follow me alive, and then you are going to find out what is happening. But for now, I want to go. Before I go, I do have that song so I can dance Enyambemba Enyendeba. Because what is happening in Nigeria now, it's Enyendeba. Nigeria now, everybody says Enyendeba now. So, cameraman, play Enyendeba for me. So I will dance with Enyendeba and I will get out of here from the studio. Where is it, man? Are you ready? I'm going to stand up this time around. Hey. Hey, wow. See you tomorrow on Friday.
This is news analysis coming to you live on Politics and Business Television Abuja. Good afternoon and many thanks for joining us. I am Sadatu Suleiman Kamba. First, the headlines. President Bola Tinubu vows to seek re-election amid insecurity concerns. Supreme Court of Nigeria set to deliver crucial judgment on ADC and PDP leadership disputes today. Federal government replaces NMDPRA chief in move to strengthen petroleum sector regulation. US President Trump consults oil firms as Iran blockade pushes oil prices up. Details of this and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. President Bola Tinubu of Nigeria has described himself as a very stubborn politician, insisting he will seek a second term in the 2027 presidential election despite rising insecurity and criticism from opposition parties. Speaking at the presidential villa in Abuja while hosting stakeholders from Plateau State led by Governor Caleb Mutfwang, Tinubu alleged that his political opponents are exploiting the country's security challenges to undermine his administration and push him out of office. He maintained that he remains resolute and will not be deterred, pledging to campaign for re-election even as attacks, kidnappings and violence persist in parts of the country. Tinubu's remarks mirror sentiment expressed by former President Goodluck Jonathan ahead of the 2015 elections, when he also claimed that insecurity, particularly the Boko Haram insurgency, was being used to destabilize his government. At the time, Nigeria faced heightened terror threats, including the abduction of over 20 schoolgirls in Chibok, Borno State. Jonathan reassured Nigerians that the situation would not halt the electoral process, expressing confidence that the country would overcome its challenges. The parallel highlights a recurring pattern in Nigeria's political landscape, where leaders under pressure from security crisis frame such challenges within broader political struggles. Vice President Kashim Shettima has urged aspirants seeking tickets under the APC ahead of the 2027 elections to prioritize party unity and avoid actions that could weaken the party if they lose the primaries. In a piece titled 2027, Don't Pull Down the Roof, Shettima warned against being influenced by a divisive narrative from the media, mischief makers or vested interest. He stressed that despite differing ambitions, loyalties, and political calculations, all members belong to one political party and must resist attempts to create internal conflict before facing the opposition. He emphasized that in any democratic contest, only one candidate can emerge, noting that losing a ticket does not necessarily amount to justice, but reflects a reality of domestic competition. The vice president added that true political maturity is demonstrated in how aspirants handle defeat, not just victory. Addressing concerns over endorsements, he acknowledged that political preferences are normal but cautioned that they must lead to intimidation, exclusion, or division. He called on party leaders to act fairly and ensure all aspirants are treated with dignity, stressing that the credibility of the party's internal process is key to its overall legitimacy. The Supreme Court is set to deliver its much-anticipated judgment on the leadership crisis rocking the African Democratic Congress and the People's Democratic Party, a decision expected to significantly shape Nigeria's political landscape ahead of the 2027 general elections. The Director of Information of the court, Dr. Festus Akende, confirmed the development, noting that a 5-member panel led by Justice Mohammed Lawal Garba had earlier reserved judgment after hearing argument from all parties. The ADC case, led by its national chairman David Mark and rival faction, centers on control of the party, while the PDP dispute involves a faction led by Kabiru Turaki, challenging earlier court rulings that nullified a 2025 national convention in Ibadan in favor of a group loyal to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. The outcome of the judgment is seen as critical, especially as the ADC has recently emerged as a major opposition platform, attracting prominent figures such as Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Rabi Musa Konkoso, Rotimi Amechi, and Rauf Aregbesola. Analysts warn that any ruling that limits the party's ability to participate in the 2027 elections could disrupt the broader opposition landscape, already weakened by internal crisis. The Mark-led ADC faction had earlier appealed to the Chief Justice of Nigeria for a speedy judgment, warning that delays could risk the party's exclusion from the electoral process in line with the timetable of the Independent National Electoral Commission. A coalition of Nigerian women's group led by the Nigerian League of Women Voters has submitted nationwide petitions to the National Assembly, calling for the immediate passage of the special seat bill for women. The group, which says it has representation across all 360 federal constituencies, carried out a 3-week mobilization campaign engaging lawmakers at their constituency offices and residences before presenting the petitions in Abuja. According to its presidency, Irene Awuna, the visit to the National Assembly was also to submit outstanding copies and confirm acknowledgements from lawmakers who had earlier received the petitions. The coalition anchored its demand on constitutional provisions that guarantee freedom from discrimination and the right of citizens to participate in governance. It argued that despite women making up nearly half of Nigeria's population and contributing significantly to national development, they remain largely underrepresented in elective and appointed positions. The special seat bill is therefore seen as a strategic step toward correcting this imbalance and promoting inclusive governance. Supporting the call, National Council of Women Societies, through its president Edna Azura, urged members of the National Assembly to prioritize and pass the bill. The group emphasized that increasing women's participation in the legislative arm would not only strengthen democracy, but also ensure broader representation of societal interest in policy making. President Bola Tinubu has appointed Ambassador Bianca as Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, following the resignation of Ambassador Yusuf Tugar, who stepped down to participate in the 2027 elections. Ambassador Odumegu previously served as Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. A statement by Tinubu's spokesman, Bayo Onanuga, said the president also nominated Ambassador Sola Enika as the new Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, subject to Senate confirmation. The president noted that these appointments are part of ongoing efforts to reposition Nigeria's foreign policy architecture for greater efficiency, strategic engagement, and stronger global partnerships. President Tinubu congratulated the appointees and urged them to work diligently to promote Nigeria's national interest, advance economic diplomacy, foster regional stability, and safeguard the welfare of Nigerians at home and abroad. You are still watching news analysis right here on Politics and Business Television Abuja. Still to come, fire destroys business plaza in Kano. Details of this and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. A two-story business plaza airport road in Fagge local government area of Kano State was gutted by fire in the early hours of Wednesday. The Kano State Fire Service said it received a distress call around 4 a.m. from a resident identified as Chikude, prompting the immediate mobilization of firefighters from its headquarters and other stations across the metropolis. According to the statement by Public Relations Officer ACFO Saminu Yusuf Abdullah, the fire had already engulfed the building, measuring about 100 by 100 feet by the time emergency responders arrived. Shops on the ground floor, including 2 hospital equipment stores, were affected. Fire trucks from Kantinkwari, Bompai, and the Central Fire Station were deployed to contain the blaze, while investigations are ongoing to determine the cause. The Fire Service Director, Alhaji Sani Anas, advised residents to observe safety measures to prevent future fire outbreaks. And on the news update, President Bola Tinubu has removed Saidu Mohammed as the Chief Executive of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. Barely 4 months after his appointment, the decision comes at a time of mounting challenges in the petroleum sector, including threats by airline operators to suspend operations over the high cost of aviation fuel and concerns raised by the Dangote Petroleum Refinery regarding the issuance of fuel import licenses. In a statement by presidential spokesperson Bayo Onanuga, the removal was described as being in the public interest and in line with efforts to strengthen regulatory effectiveness under the Petroleum Industry Act. The president has nominated Rabiu Abdullahi Umar as the new chief executive of the authority, subject to Senate confirmation, while the most senior office will oversee operations in the interim. Umar is a seasoned executive with over 2 decades of experience in the energy and manufacturing sectors. Previously served in senior roles at Oando Public and Dangote Cement, bringing expertise in strategic leadership and operations. Tinubu expressed appreciation to the outgoing chief for his service, reaffirming his administration's commitments to strengthening leadership in key regulatory institutions to enhance energy security, drive sector reforms, and support sustainable economic growth. And now to the foreign scene. President Donald Trump discussed how to mitigate the impact of a possible month-long U.S. blockade of Iran's ports with U.S. oil companies. A White House official said on Wednesday, as the U.S. president urged Tehran to get smart soon and sign a deal. The talks with oil executive on Tuesday followed days of deadlock in efforts to resolve the conflict, which has led to the U.S. to try to excuse Iran's oil exports with a naval blockade to try to force it to reopen the Strait of Hormuz to shipping. Trump, who has said Iran can call if they want to talk, said the country could not get its act together. In a post on Truth Social on Wednesday before details of Tuesday's meeting emerged. They discussed the step President Trump has taken to alleviate global oil markets and steps they could take to continue to blockade for months if needed and minimize impact on American consumers, the White House official said. Oil prices rose almost 4% on Wednesday, with the Brent contract hitting a 1-month high, after an initial report in the Wall Street Journal said the U.S. may extend its blockade. And now for sports news, let's join Arakotom.
Good day, Nigeria. I'm your host, Aroko Tom, and you are watching P&B TV Sport. It's Thursday, April 30th, 2026. From a massive first leg goal first in the Champions League to the boiling point of the NPFL title race, our athletes landing in Botswana. We have researched and verified the biggest sports stories on the planet. Let's dive straight into the headlines. We start at home where the Nigerian Premier Football League is serving pure unadulterated drama as we head into match day 36. Rangers International is desperately holding onto the top spot with 59 points, but they are not alone. Rivers United is breathing directly down their necks, trailing by just a single point with 58. Meanwhile, the newcomers Ikorodu City and Abia Warriors are deadlocked at 55 points apiece. With only 3 games left in the season, this is officially the closest 4-horse race in the NPFL history. Every pass, every tackle, and every goal counts from here on out. Moving to our national athletes, Team Nigeria has officially landed in Gaborone, Botswana, ahead of the 2026 World Athletics Relay starting this weekend. The National Sports Commission has charged our relay teams to go all out and secure their qualifications ticket for the upcoming World Championship. On the football front, Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell has come out today to vehemently squash exit rumors, vowing to honor his contract with the NFF after a successful AFCON campaign. In the same breath, the nation is mourning the tragic passing of former Super Eagles striker Michael Eneamo, who collapsed and passed away during a match in a devastating blow to Nigerian football. And on the global stage, we just witnessed one of the wildest Champions League nights in history. Holders Paris Saint-Germain edged out Bayern Munich 5-4 in an unbelievable 9-goal semi-final first leg thriller at the Parc des Princes. Over in Spain, Arsenal fought back to claim a massive 1-1 draw against Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitano. The Gunners went ahead through a first half penalty, but the tie remains on the knife edge heading into the return leg in London next week. Finally, over in the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunders have sent shockwaves through the league, becoming the first team to advance to the second round after sweeping the Phoenix Suns in ruthless fashion. From the tracks in Botswana to the arenas in America, the world of sports never stops turning. I'm Aroko Tom. This is P&B TV. Stay active, stay healthy, and stay with us for more news and analysis.
Many thanks, Aroko Tom. And to the focus of the day. Bashir El-Rufai, son of former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, has advocated for Nigeria to produce what he described as a pure-blood Igbo president. Bashir made the remark in a post on X, stating that the country must elect an Igbo president to address lingering historical grievances. He says it's high time Nigeria had a pure-blood Igbo president. Until then, all these wounds of the past will persist to remain. His comment comes amid long-standing conversations around political inclusion and power rotation in Nigeria, particularly calls for the Southeast to produce a president. And that wraps up today's bulletin. Okay. Joining us to discuss this via Zoom is our guest, Bitako Umar, spokesperson of Renewed Ariwa Initiative Development. You are highly welcome, comrade. Okay, thank you, comrade. Thank you. Noted. The correction is noted. Okay, let me go directly to Alhamdulillah, fine. Let me go directly to the question. What do you make up of this comment from El-Rufai's son? I say, what do you make up of this comment from Bashir El-Rufai? Okay, you couldn't get the comment. Let me say it again. Bashir El-Rufai is son of former Kaduna. Okay, now I'm going to say it again. Son of former Kaduna State Governor Bashir El-Rufai has advocated for Nigeria to produce what he described as a pure-blood Igbo president. Bashir also made the remark in a post on X, stating that the country must elect an Igbo president to address lingering historical grievances. He added, "It's high time Nigeria had a pure-blood Igbo president. Until then, all these wounds of the past will persist," he said. And he said this when comments comes amid long-standing conversation around political, inclusion and power rotation in Nigeria. So what can you say about this, his comments of?
I think over time, when we follow the historical aspects and citizens in Nigeria, they have not let themselves so agitated.
Okay, so you believe there is no inclusion in this Nigerian politics? Is there an inclusion in the Nigerian political atmosphere? Is there an inclusion?
As far as the exemption, as far as the exemption of some certain ethnic group, we don't regard it as the inclusion entails every other ethnic nationality in Nigeria should test the power. You understand? Should test the power. Should be given the chance to participate in the democratic processes. You understand? That defines an accurate inclusion. I can see Peter Obi, who has been working tirelessly, negotiating within this framework of 2027. Possibly, if given the opportunity, maybe you could start something.
So now you believe Peter Obi could be in a good position to address historical grievances as he made in his comments? You believe Peter Obi is in a good position to address the historical grievances as he made in his comments? As Bashir made in his comments. So do you think Peter Obi could be the perfect fit to address those historical grievances? Correct, you are inaudible. I'm struggling to hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
If Peter Obi can vigorously, intelligently pursue his presidential ambition as I can see right now, I think he can make it.
Okay. When a lot of Nigerians are saying it's high time for South, it's time for North, do you think they should consider competency or they should consider regional representation? Hello, comrade.
Can you hear you well? Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Sorry, I'm having an interruption.
I said, should national leadership be determined by competence or by regional representation?
No, in competence, we are giving us credibility.
Okay.
Credibility to give us a kind of strong output. But since we are operating in a country where there are a lot of ethnic groups, where some people feel they are marginalized, every people from an extraction. But I felt if given the opportunity for fair play and what of you, there is the need for a kind of rotational so that others will not feel marginalized. That is the reason why, or the basis why we are talking about this Southeastern presidency.
But don't you think if he's talking from a place of confidence, he shouldn't have outlined any tribe? He should just say the factors that can make a good leader.
No, I think we are talking of Southeastern region, considering the Southeastern region as one of the largest ethnic group or ethnic nationality as far as Nigeria is concerned. And don't forget, Igbo is one of the three lingua franca and official national languages we have. So if the northern extraction can produce the presidency separately, the western, or that is predominantly the House of Fulani, and the southwestern extraction could produce the presidency of the country separately, predominantly the Yorubas, then why not the southeastern extraction, predominantly the Igbo? This is the argument. Of course, if the northerners will have the competent individual to future as president and the southwestern as the Yoruba.
Okay, so you believe this is their turn?
The competent individual to be president, why not the southeasterners?
And then you believe this is their turn?
Well, I told you, I'm not saying this is their turn this time around. I am saying they should negotiate power. They should rally around, negotiate power. Power is not given at the platter, it's not gotten at the platter of gold, it's negotiated. So the Igbo people should be able to rally around, negotiate for this power, presidency.
Comrade, thank you so much for your contribution. And I'm afraid we have to leave it here. Thank you so much. And that wraps up today's bulletin. But before we go, the headlines again. Bola Ahmed Tinubu vows to seek re-election amid insecurity concerns. Supreme Court of Nigeria set to deliver crucial judgment on ADC and PDP leadership disputes today. Federal government replaces NMDPRA chief in move to strengthen petroleum sector regulation. US President Trump consults oil firms as Iran blockade pushes oil prices up. For more updates and in-depth analysis, follow Politics and Business TV English on YouTube and Facebook. Connect with us on Instagram at PMB TV English and TikTok at PMB TV English. Remember to subscribe and stay informed. And do not forget to stay tuned for our next program titled Story Time. Stay safe.
Good day, Nigeria. I'm your host, Aroko Tom, and you are watching PMB TV Sport. It's Thursday, April 30th, 2026. From a massive first leg go first in the Champions League to the boiling point of the NPFL title race, our athletes landing in Botswana. We have researched and verified the biggest sports stories on the planet. Let's dive straight into the headlines. We start at home where the Nigerian Premier Football League is serving pure unadulterated drama as we head into match day 36. Rangers International is desperately holding onto the top spot with 59 points, but they are not alone. Rivers United is breathing directly down their necks, trailing by just a single point with 58. Meanwhile, the newcomers Ikorodu City and Abia Warriors are deadlocked at 55 points apiece. With only 3 games left in the season, this is officially the closest 4-horse race in the NPFL history. Every pass, every tackle, and every goal counts from here on out. Moving to our national athletes, Team Nigeria has officially landed in Gaborone, Botswana, ahead of the 2026 World Athletics Relay starting this weekend. The National Sports Commission has charged our relay teams to go all out and secure their qualifications ticket for the upcoming World Championship. On the football front, Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell has come out today to vehemently squash exit rumors, vowing to honor his contract with the NFF after a successful AFCON campaign. In the same breath, the nation is mourning the tragic passing of former Super Eagles striker Michael Eneramo, who collapsed and passed away during a match in a devastating blow to Nigerian football. And on the global stage, we just witnessed one of the wildest Champions League nights in history. Holders Paris Saint-Germain edged out Bayern Munich 5-4 in an unbelievable 9-goal semi-final first leg thriller at the Parc des Princes. Over in Spain, Arsenal fought back to claim a massive 1-1 draw against Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitano. The Gunners went ahead through a first half penalty, but the tie remains on the knife edge heading into the return leg in London next week. Finally, over in the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunders have sent shockwaves through the league, becoming the first team to advance to the second round after sweeping the Phoenix Suns in ruthless fashion. From the tracks in Botswana to the arenas in America, the world of sports never stops turning. I'm Aroko Tom. This is PMB TV. Stay active, stay healthy, and stay with us for more news and analysis.
A very good morning and welcome to the program. The voice is coming to you from the nation's capital, Abuja, right here on Politics and Business TV. My name is Medina Azaki. Just like we said, the political drama is still on. The campaign promises are there. People are reviewing and analyzing and looking at some of those promises that are kept, some that are not kept. So today we'll be talking about one of them. So when the president said he was going to give us electricity, reliable, uninterrupted power supply.
By
and
all
that-
means necessary.
By all means necessary. And if he didn't give us, we shouldn't vote him in 2027. I think people misunderstood him, but today we will know why, or if he had kept that promise. But let me welcome my one-man team in the house. He said I should stop calling him Baba. So let me say, Gen Z father, good to have you.
Well, Baba is a relative word, but however, like I said, I'm not in a hurry to hold on. I like this. Let me enjoy my life.
You enjoy your life.